Good morning, welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Let's talk wellness, finance, and growth. What's up, guys? Mr. Fit to Flourish here, and today I wanted to talk about days 13, 14, and 15 of the Trading Count Challenge. And it's basically taking $500 to $36 million. We're going to do it pretty quickly. And as you've already seen, that 500 has went up to 6K. But let's talk about how I blew up the account on day 13. Okay, so let's get right into it. So you guys probably have seen. So this was day 13. So I took one small trade using only like $1,000. Went up like 80-90%, and then I waited later in the day to take another trade, and then that very same day I halved the account. And the reason. It's not like it was a bad trade, okay? It's not like it was like, oh, dang, like that was a horrible trade. I go back and I look at it and I'm like, there's literally nothing you could have done about that. There's like absolutely nothing you could have done. It was a black swan event. And if you know what day I'm talking about, I'm basically talking about Wednesday. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Wednesday, share this tab. Everyone knows like the day, okay? So basically, that was Monday. Wednesday. All right, so yeah, pretty much was sitting in puts here. Where were we? All right, so yeah, we had a huge rejection. I took some puts, was up pretty good, like another $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, something like that, off this huge move down. And then I thought we were getting really good continuation to the downside, but I didn't know what the news, what was going on. So freaking, I'm in these puts, and the next thing you know, we get like a $4 bar on IWM, all right, and then it absolutely just rips, and I end up going from an 11, like total in the trade 11K down to 2K, like it just went down to 2K. So that's pretty much what took the account from this 7K on day 13, and the account got cooked, okay, down to 3K. But I didn't want to show the negative 3K loss. I don't like taking L's. So I was like, you know what? Let me look at it in a different perspective. I'm still up 1K on the week, and this was a $500 account anyways, and we're still in the beginning of things. So don't think it's over. Don't panic. And if this happened to you, you saw this happen to me on day 3 as well. I took the 500 to 1500 in 2 days, and then 1500 back down to 600 on day 4. But it's not about panicking. It's about understanding, what did I do in the trade? Did I over leverage? Maybe I did. Maybe I over leveraged for this small size of an account, especially when there's so much volatility. So I just have to be careful. So what did I do? I said, all right, I said, guys, I got cooked today. The next day I'm coming back. So it came back with a vengeance. Pretty much put the entire account in the next day, the 3,300 or something like that. Took it and had a pretty good trade, a 46% trade. Made $1,500 there. Got the account up to 5,000, and then yesterday, which was Friday, April 11th, we are pretty much right back to where we started. So took that 5K, had a pretty nice trade on IWM again. Took that to 2K. So I don't want to just talk about, like, how much money am I making? Who cares? But we are going to take this 500 to 36 million, and it's guaranteed. Okay, I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to tell you it's guaranteed because it is. It's literally just about waiting for the setup. Like, people just try to jump into trades too early or too much. Let me show you exactly what setup we took yesterday on IWM. All right, so IWM, it was Friday. I'm not going to talk about like some of the other trades just because it would take too long. This video would be too long. But basically, what did we wait for? So what we saw that we were at a double bottom. The volume RSI was really big, which means there's a lot of up volume, a lot of upward momentum. All right, we were holding up the whole day, even though price was coming down. So I knew that we were about to get, we basically had bullish divergence, basically. But if you look to the left here, this was a big demand area as well. So when I saw this double bottom form the other day, I know some people in the Discord were asking, like, hey, do you think we should take puts here? And I'm like, probably not. I think this is absolutely going to rip. And another indication is that we had some buying pressure here, huge topside wick, but we had some buying pressure here. So there was some manipulation kind of showing that price does want to go up, okay? And the volume RSI was really big. So we created a double bottom, and we had what's called a double bottom neckline break. So this was a double bottom neckline. Dang, I keep doing that. All right, sorry. So let me have to go back. Anyways, I keep forgetting to share these tabs. But anyways, to the left, it looked like we had a big demand. We had a double bottom here, neckline on IWM. Okay, so we had a double bottom neckline break. My bad for not showing this tab. And we had this huge topside wick, which showed us that there was this early buying pressure. Anyways, so we had this double bottom, and I didn't want to enter on this bar here because it was over exhausted. It was a little bit too big, but it didn't break above those highs. But then once we started to hold up in the 9 and the 20, we're gonna cross. So the 9 MA crossing the 20 is, you already know, that's one of my favorite. It's the play that I use to get these big plays. I look for a big volume RSI. I look for a 920 crossover and a break of structure. If you do that for the rest of your life, you're gonna be a million bajillionaire. So that's how everyone's like. Some people are just joining this account challenge and looking at it, and they're like, "Yo, how did you take 500 to 7K?" They're like, "That's cap, that's cap." And then you look and you're like, "Oh, okay. Well, all he's doing is waiting for a 920 crossover, volume RSI with a structure break." And if you only traded that, bro, you're golden, bro. Like you can't lose, I swear, unless you get a black swan event. But anyways. So yeah, I entered on this bullish bar here because I knew we were going to get that break after this 920 crossover, big volume RSI. So entered here at 180. We got the 183 strike puts. The reason I got 183 strike puts, why is this not showing my key levels? Okay, there it is. All right, so because that next key level was 183.88, and I knew we would get at least there. So entered way down here and ended up exiting up here once we tapped this ATR. Because as you saw, I was up 2K, and my rule is, okay, I do understand that we can get to these key levels, these targets, but if I'm making a significant change to my account, I'm gonna take profit, and it's better to be safe than sorry. So we hit this key level. We could have had a massive rejection. We could have, but buying pressure was still building, and I mean, I kind of knew, okay, yeah, we can get up here. And if I ended up holding this to the 183 level, then instead of 2K, it would have been an 11K trade. But I mean, I don't care because I don't need to get there today. It's not going to change my life. Okay, I already have money. Trading is just like a spiritual, mental process for me. That's why I'm showing this, because I'm like, it's not about the money. Like if you make trading all about the money, like you don't have any money and you're wanting money, you're gonna continue to lose for a very long time. So this is just more of like a challenge, like a game. I don't consider myself a trader. I consider myself a doctor, athlete, entrepreneur, and then this is just something that's really fun that helps you develop a lot of discipline. But anyways, yeah. What I like to do, and one good rule that I learned in some of these Wall Street books, is to take profit when profit is made available to you. So even though it could have went to 11K, I'm not in a rush to get this account way crazy. It's already up pretty decent from where we started. Anyways, that was day 13, 14, 15. We blew up the account, but we're right back, baby. We're right back, baby. I said that on the live, but if you want to see like the trades live, the Discord link is in the bio. There's a free 3-day trial for people who want to kind of see. Really good group, making a ton of money. So that's it. Anyways, it's your boy, Mr. Fred Flourish. I'm out.
It's the process of the grind that shapes you and forms you. It's not the game. You think you become a champion on the field? You don't. You become a champion when ain't nobody watching you. You're doing your own drills in your own way. You're doing what coach tell you to do, and you're doing your own stuff. You become a champion in the dark when ain't. It is the